I'm pretty sure those who read this chapter would know that it could go one way or the other. Or there could be another third way it could go. But you know the way how it went? Damn. It is not as simple as to take down something that you expect to take down. What's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or you can call it the 7 Deadly Sins, on chapter 241. This chapter seems very simple, although in the end, I don't know what it had a lot of symbolism, that's for sure. But the way how it had to go, like I said, in my last week's recap of Nanatsu no Taizai, it could get very ugly depending on the situation. So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that Chandler screams at Gluck-Shinya and Dollar for helping the 7 Deadly Sins, but they go like, we don't have to answer you, etc., and you're the real problem here. And they end up sealing him in with their combined powers that's called Fusion Attack, Oratory, Oradora. And we have to it that Chandler is like literally busting gut trying to get out of here right now. And we have to it that Gluck-Shinya tells the others to run while they still can. But apparently King and Diane decides to stay behind to help Droll and Gluck-Shinya to fight Chandler. While King orders Bond to take care of everyone, Bond complies with no resistance. And we have to it that Gauss Elizabeth, of course, is concerned about them, but Gluck-Shinya says, you should not say anything. This is our atonement for betraying you guys from the very beginning. The moment we started our betrayal. Gluck-Shinya also says, you resembled someone that we actually know. And you know what? We never thought that you were Elizabeth alone. And Gluck-Shinya tells Elizabeth to take care of Meliodas, and Droll tells him to go as well. While Hawk Mama is ordered to go, and she runs off at fast speed. We have to it that Chandler is about to break out of the seal that Droll and Gluck-Shinya put Chandler in. And we have to it that Droll, King, and Diane, along with Gluck-Shinya, are about to fight. And we have to it that King and Diane gets wrapped up in Gluck-Shinya's octopus weapon. And we have to it that that King says, what the heck are you doing right now? And we have to it that Gluck-Shinya says, well, what do you think? You have to leave this to us and you just go on your own. And of course, King says, but we can still help you out and fight. But apparently Gluck-Shinya tells King right now, you know, you just burnt out most of your magic right now. I still have a high opinion about you. And he ends up telling King this one thing. He says, even with your wings barely sprouting right now, you were able to actually wield the spirit spear's power on par with me. He even told King this as well before he threw him off by saying, once you fully grow your wings, you will likely become the most powerful fairy king of all time. So it looks like to me King is destined to become a very powerful magician in terms of magic, non-physical strength, but we'll have to see if he lives to tell the tale, that is. We have to it that Droll tells Diane to lead the giant clan, and Diane's like, what are you talking about? I have to lead them. And we have to it that Droll or Balor tells Diane like, we giants are very valiant warriors who never fear death, but you know what? We are cowards who never have the courage to retreat. And I am the means of responsibility of why a lot of our numbers decreased in the giant clan, why we are almost extinct. He therefore tells Diane to like, I want you to prosper the giant clan for the future, and they need someone like you, someone who's a new queen as the shield. And we have to it that Gluck-Shinya snaps his fingers and sends King and Diane to go join up with the others. And apparently we have to it that that King and Diane could only look on in in shock of what happened, because they wanted to fight beside Gluck-Shinya and Droll, but that's not happening. And we have to it that Chandler bursts out of the bubble, the seal, and tries to slash Gluck-Shinya and Droll. And he ends up And Chandler therefore calls them traitors of what they did right now, and he swears that he will kill them. And we have to it that Gluckshinia and Droll goes like, we're no longer 10 Commandments and we're no longer kings. We're just simply a fairy and a giant. That's it. And Chandler, in total rage mode, decides to go all out and make sure he kills them all. While Gluckshinia is doing his best to like hit Chandler with his vine whips of his spear, it's not working. We had to it that Valor or Droll is using all of his magic power to keep Chandler at bay, but apparently Chandler breaks through a rock and manages to hit Gluckshinia. Gluckshinia uses his spear's form of an insect and tries to hit him with the hornet stinger, but apparently it broke off and it has no effect on Chandler. And we have to it that Droll tries to hit Chandler, but Chandler blocks it and slices his arm. So we have to it that that I guess like these are the last words of what they're saying right now. It's like saying, Meliodas, ever since that day you fell into our underworld right now. For 3,000 years you continued to go to your goal, and you did it all for just one woman. But you know what? It is something to be admired greatly. And they were glad to see Meliodas and Elizabeth one last time. And they pray someday that you will be rewarded for all your suffering. And it looks like to me Chandler comes out like unscathed, or it looks like it, because like he literally looked like he didn't take much effort to kill Gluckshinia and Valor or Droll. And apparently it looks like to me the two former kings of the clans have fallen in battle against Chandler in his true form. So this just shows that Chandler in his true form is an all-out different level, because as one of the highest ranking demons, not to mention being Meliodas' master, etc., it looks like to me he's not going to be taken down that easily. Especially if you could fill in the spots of the 10 Commandments that badly. And he just showed it right off the bat after like coming out for round 2 and going up in round 3 using his long sword against Gluckshinia, 7 Deadly Sins, and Droll. Just shows that he's on a whole different level. Which means that the only person who could only possibly match up to Chandler at this point is possibly Escanor himself. But they managed to get into daylight, so there might be a chance. But Escanor is still unconscious, and Merlin, I don't know where she's at right now, but one thing was sure, she's in her child form. And even if Meliodas wakes up, who knows if he might clash against Chandler, which could be a possibility, but who knows. But apparently next chapter is what I'm really concerned about. It's called 7 Deadly Sins End. I'm like, excuse me? Are you saying that the 7 Deadly Sins might break up or be destroyed? Seriously, that title just scares me the living hell out of me right now. I guess we're just going to have to find out like very soon. So, depending on the situation, everyone's dead. Because Chandler in his true form right now, he effortlessly, or even I think effortlessly killed Gluckshinia and Valor or Droll, like without much effort. So it's gonna be troublesome. But future comings for King is that he will become the most powerful fairy of all time in the future. So we're going to have to see like if that will become the true possibility, and Diane would become the leader of the Giant Clan or become the queen of the Giant Clan. It all depends how this goes from here on out. So, until then, I don't know what's really bound to happen, but one thing was sure, Chandler's not going to quit until he gets Meliodas, and if Meliodas wakes up and goes back to Chandler's side or the Demon Clan side, it's not going to be pretty. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!